Just a minute. Who was she? I'm Hazel Scott. We're here for the audition. Oh, Miss Scott. Yes, they're waiting for you. Go right in.
bandwidth is overwhelmed, your bandwidth is broken, so what do you have to do? You have to say what? To the person, I need what? I need some solo time. That means you're setting a what? A boundary for yourself. Okay, next slide for me, please.
Is there a reason it's not moving?
Next slide, please.
Okay, there we go.
All right, so it begins with self-care. Can you guys take out your paper here, right? And so as a result of whoever's the most interested in self-care, there's this book that I have, and whoever says they're the most interested, I'll let Miss Monique, Miss Janet decide who's going to get it. Another one present that we have giveaway is for self-care this is what do you call it, satin, portable travel satin pillowcases, right? So when you go somewhere, so
Nice.
I will give this away to someone. So I just went to the MSL alumni dinner, stayed at the Westin. I took these with me. So hey there. So we're talking about what do we want to do in terms of self-care. Let's look at getting to know you, right? If you're going to develop self-care, if you're going to take care of yourself, what do you have to do? You have to look at yourself, correct? So, what's your greatest fear, sir? Your greatest fear? That's it? Yeah. What do you think?
Probably acting out.
Acting out? My greatest fear is drowning. I can swim. I was a junior lifeguard, but my greatest fear is drowning. What's your greatest fear? Okay, what bothers you about life?
What bothers me about life?
Mm-hmm.
When other people are disrespectful.
When other people are disrespectful, ma'am, on the first row, what do I need to work on? You know, you as a person.
Take more time with others.
Mm.
Just because I'm having a bad day, doesn't mean I should take it out like on my family or my friends. I need to be more patient.
Okay, ma'am, what's your biggest regret?
Ooh, probably like not thinking about older me when I was younger.
Meaning?
Like looking forward and making sure that you're doing everything you should be doing and not being impulsive.
All right. With the feedback pack, what's your personality? My personality, what would you say is your personality?
Very bubbly and warm.
Okay, how do you think other people see you, Professor Jennings?
They see me as probably somebody who is forceful and speaks out on a lot of different topics.
Okay, in order to accurately assess how you think other people see you, what do you have to have for yourself? Self what?
Confidence.
Self-confidence and what else?
Awareness.
Self-awareness, right? So you have to know how you move through the world or how you move through day to day and how people see how you show up, right? So the best part of my average day, sir, is gonna be what? Yes, sir.
I don't really know.
My whole day is
great.
Yes, ma'am.
Going home to my family.
Okay. And what do you do when you get home? Chill?
No questions.
Okay. All right, so when you're going through this sheet, and if you're really serious about it, you start looking at the progress that I've made toward these goals. If you're thinking about retraining your brain, and then how you feel about yourself because you've given yourself this assessment test, then you say, okay, I know I'm gonna have to get the physical assessment, right? So you have to say, you can do this test yourself and see what you come up with. My body feels good today. I don't feel good today because I didn't get a chance to work out. I didn't really rest because I had some stuff to go, so I'm all in the negative. But I do drink water every day. Pass this right here. You won't see me anywhere without a bottle of water. I think you have to stay hydrated. I think it also accounts for my skin that looks kind of good. And I admit it, right? So
Absolutely.
being hydrated is very important. And finally, if you're interested, there's a self-care challenge The students will tell you a part of my evidence class, we meditated every day, which, is that correct, guys? And they had to keep a self-care log. And so when you keep a self-care log, you're talking about what you do every day. I made it a part of my syllabus so that you could give yourself credit. I'm forcing you to take care of yourself. And if you did a self-care log, I gave you credit for it. That way I'm able to establish muscle memory so that you have a reference point when you decide to go forward, right? So you have something in your toolbox, right? So what we're doing here is saying, this is how you do it on your own. I think if we're going to take care of ourselves, we have to decide we want to do it. We shouldn't, sometimes you have to be prompted, but it's self-discipline that will get you there. Because when you get to the 3L year and you're getting ready to study for the bar exam, if you already have this muscle memory, because you've already taken care of yourself, when it's time to take that exam, that white noise is gone, right? But it's just like anything else. You can't get up and decide you're going to run a marathon. You have to do what?
Train.
You have to train, you have to prepare for it. This is a part of your toolbox, how you start training for yourself now. Next slide. Self-care challenge, went over that. All right, one of the things you can do is journaling. And this is what a mindfulness log looks like for my students. This is one of our former SBA presidents. I won't tell you his name, but this is what he did for self-care when he entered it in his journal, right? He said, today we practice meditation with Professor Johnson. We place our feet firmly on the ground, sat up straight. How did you feel afterwards? And what did you do for self-care? I require them to do that for every day. If you're going to do the challenge, do this for yourself every day. Okay, next slide, please. And this is actually one of the slides for my class, because this is what we do in class. We take 3 to 5 minutes and we meditate before every class. Next, there's a fear of meditation. Why do you think people fear meditating? Yes, sir. What they don't understand. Anybody else have an explanation? Yes, ma'am.
Often have to sit with our thoughts so it can be uncomfortable.
That's very true. Yes.
Yeah, it's hard to stay like focused. Cause like as you meditate, obviously it gets easier, but when you're first doing it, I mean, your brain goes to a different thing. Every
Yes.
5 seconds.
It's hard to focus, right? All right, so let's see the next slide, please. We're gonna just kind of talk about how to meditate quickly, because how many of you guys will do a meditation session with me today? All right, tell me your name.
James?
James, can you pull one of those chairs up here for me while we get ready? And next slide, please. So when we're gonna meditate, like you said, tell me your name again, ma'am. Francesca, your mind is going to wander, right? And so the key to meditating well is not to try and suppress the thoughts. Because as soon as you try not to do something, what happens? Focus on it. So what I want you to do is a thought. I need to breathe, acknowledge the thought, then go back to meditating. I'm hungry, acknowledge the thought, go back to meditating. Next slide for me, please. And then you're gonna do what's known as a mindfulness body scan, where you close your eyes and you will literally say, okay, I feel my eyebrows, they don't need arching. I feel my nose, my lips, and you're just visually scanning your body all the way down, right? Next. All right, so we're gonna get comfortable. Can you hit the light for me, please? Everybody, put your pens, your computers, everything down. You want to make sure the volume's up for me.
Okay.
All right, let's put our hands on our table. Let's see.
You want me to press play?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Hi, over the next 10 sessions, I'm going to show you a really simple way of getting some more headspace in your life. Don't worry if you've never done anything like this before. This is a really straightforward technique, and I'm going to talk you through every step of the way. But all you need to do right now is to sit back and relax. So make sure that you're sitting comfortably. I'd actually like you to begin with your eyes open and just taking a big deep breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. As you breathe in, just feeling the lungs expand as they fill with air. And as you breathe out, just feeling the body soften a little bit as you gently close the eyes. You can just allow the breath to return to its natural rhythm, in and out of the nose. And as you pause for a moment, just noticing the feeling of the body, the weight of the body pressing down against the seat beneath you. Contact of the feet on the floor, the hands and the arms on the legs. Noticing any sounds around you. And as you pause, just noticing how the body feels. Starting to notice how the body's breathing, that movement of breath in the body. So some people feel it in the stomach. For others, it's in the chest or in the diaphragm. Not breathing in any special way. But just starting to notice that rising and falling sensation. If you can't feel anything, just gently placing your hand on the stomach. Now, as you follow that movement, the mind will wander away, almost inevitably. No problem if it does, perfectly natural. But as soon as you realize it's wandered, just acknowledging that, letting it go, and just coming back again for that rising and falling sensation. And just for a moment now, letting go of any focus on the breath, just letting the mind do whatever it wants, just for a few seconds. If it wants to think, let it think. And then bringing the attention back to the body, back to that feeling of contact, back to any sounds around you. And you can just gently open your eyes in your own time. So how does it feel having taken a few minutes out of the day? Does the body feel any different? Does it?
So how did that feel? How did it feel, David? How did it feel, Professor Jennings?
Leaving.
How did it feel over here? You like, how did it feel? Okay, so having said that, this is something you can do for yourself. Can you click, one more slide, I think.
Hi, over the next.
Okay, so that's the end.
Okay,
What I'd like for you while I'm finishing up is click out and look up TLAP so we can put it up on the screen.
okay. Good
Okay.
idea.
So, how did you feel? Very well. Okay, how did you feel? Sir? Okay, so this is a tool that you can actually use in your toolbox, right? This is something that you can actually do. This is Headspace. You can find any on your own. The other service that I want to make you guys aware of, and Ms. Bailey is gonna pull it up, is TLAP. Can you write TLAP? TLAP. It's just as it sounds. It's Texas Lawyer Assistance Program. Texas Lawyer Assistance Program. This is a free service for you guys, right? Your law students. We'll have a speaker come and they have therapy sessions for you, psychiatrists, they have scholarships for medicine. This is something that, you know, if you can't do it on your own, there is actually a service for law students that, here it is, right here. Texas Lawyer Assistance Program. Everybody, I want you to screenshot that because take your phone right here Everyone, so there won't be any excuse. If you have a friend, a colleague, or someone that you know in law school who is experiencing some type of depression, some kind of things on their mind where they're not focused, or you become concerned, if you don't know what to do, there's an expert service for you to refer them to. Okay? Any questions? Preguntas? No preguntas? Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.